So, these narrations are brought, okay, so these, I can read it again. My Lord, these nectar of your words, see the nectar of your words, the only hope of tasting that nectar is through a devotee, who simultaneously is tasting that nectar, loves that nectar, and you get it that way by faith in that devotee, submission to that devotee. You get the vibration of it, and then you start vibrating at that level, can do the same thing. Otherwise, there's no other path to this. Oh, you're going to do it by what they teach, the ones who are not the real authorities? Oh yeah, just do your authorities. Yeah, just keep chanting one lakh of Hare Krishna, and you'll attain Krishna that way. No, you attain Krishna the way it's taught in the real book, man. Very simple. You find a devotee absorbed in the mellows of devotion, and you submissively and assert. You come to the point. You can't even do it artificially. You got to hear enough from them. Your heart just says, man, this is the place. I am going to surrendered and submissive to hearing there, because this is the real path. I'm convinced it's taught in the book, man, and this guy is nicely presenting it, and I'm just going to follow this path. You do that, man, then you vibrate right up there to that platform, man. Why do you think you're supposed to hear the mantra from such a person? You know, my ex-wife left here saying, well, you never initiate. I initiate people every day, man. There's so much spiritual power here. Every day you see the chanting. Where do you see any guru chanting in ecstasy in your ear the holy name, crying and laughing and all kinds of stuff? You don't think that's initiation? You're hearing the mantra from, you think I'm doing this for nothing? I was also wondering, Lord, what am I doing this for? Now I see, thank you. See? The Lord protects His own. He shows me in the moment why I'm doing stuff. Sometimes I'll go for years and not quite sure. And then I'll say, this is why you're doing this. I'm on a need-to-know basis. Who wants to carry all this knowledge around what you're doing, all-knowing stuff? When I need to know it, the Lord... Oh, there we go. He plops it right down, and there we go. Instant access, man, just when you need it, man. When a putana shows up, you know, putana doesn't get it, but we get it, and whoever is listening, you know, has the qualities of submissive and surrenderedness, oh, thank you very much, and then they can see. They see what the person's caught up in, and then the person's caught up in it can't see because they've never been really submissive, surrendered yet. You notice that quality? Because that's the path. Okay? So that's why I keep saying, hey man, you can't do it artificially, but keep hearing, keep coming, and you'll see that what's going on here is better than anything else, is more fulfilling than anything else. So when you start to feel that this is your life and soul, you start saying, wow, I'm coming on the same page as Lord Chaitanya. I'm getting life from these books. Oh, it says, all glories to those who this book is their life and soul. Yeah, when you get enlivened talking about Krishna, well, you're enlivening the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and it's just reflecting on you, because now you're learning what is a real servant. You're becoming a confidential servant of the Lord. You'll know how to please the Lord. Nobody else does. Pleasing the Lord doesn't mean hanging out with speculators or the putanas. You know? See, people, they might go over to the putanas and see, realization came today, and they think, well, you know, she's getting really, you know, she's crying a lot, man, and she's saying, oh, Jesus is saying, Prabhupada's saying, oh, you know, maybe she's like Gohari. Oh yeah, maybe she's like Amaji. Yeah, Amaji didn't accept a guru. She accepts respect. Well, I think, you know, Krishna's like this and all that. And you look at her philosophy, and she's got a lot of followers. You know, Guru Aparad and Vaishnava Aparad, Nam Aparad, you know what you get? Wealth and followers. Yeah. So don't be thinking, well, look at all, you know, this. Okay? Because that's what you get. And you can have, like, she shakes, you know, Amaji shakes and cries, and, you know, all this, and people got a lot of followers, man. But was she preaching pious activities? I mean, I analyze all these things, and I want to know, I want to say, hey, what is going on there? See? We're lucky because we have a parampara, and Prabhupada came to say, hey man, you're understanding things correctly, obviously. You're doing what I want you to do. You keep doing this, you're online. You're on the bead, man. Okay. She doesn't know about Lord. I mean, she might know about Lord, but I'm sure I never heard her say anything about Lord Chaitanya and his importance and what he taught. See, she don't think she need it, man. She don't need no guru, but she can get a lot of followers, and she does pious things in the world. Just like Radhanath, he goes around, and he's in Europe. They put him, wow, this guy is great. He's wonderful. The world thinking, yeah, I've seen the thing. He's a big lecturer, and people in suits, they're all listening. This guy's nice, humble, all that. But is that enough to please Lord Chaitanya? Well, we have examples right there in the book, and I show you it's not enough, man. Who can show you that it's not enough? Who can show you, like Paul, that these things are filthy rags in front of the Lord? The Lord demonstrated, hey man, Devananda Pandit, you're like a Radhanath, man. Or like a Narayan Raj, you're like that, man, but I ain't pleased with that. Look at this, you threw a ecstatic devotee out of your class. See? And lo and behold, Gaur-Hari's here. And they did, those guys in real time, with those qualities, did the same thing here, and they're respected by millions. So don't think that it's so easy to understand the mind of Lord Chaitanya. Please, it's all in the book, but who can understand it? That's the king of the hill. See, the real one who can understand these things and point them out and point out where these gurus are stuck. Who can do that? Only genuine, unalloyed love and not unalloyed bullshit can do that. Devananda Pandit was chastised. He was like these guys. Perfect Brahmin man, studied the Vedas, had a student teaching about Krishna, whatever they did, Krishna. He said teaching about Krishna, Bhagavatam, all that, a lot of students coming. And the Lord said, let me rip up his book, man. He threw a devotee out of his class. You have no understanding of what pleases me. I ain't pleased with that. You threw a devotee. All of a sudden you're considered demoniac. You don't like Krishna. You don't like bhakti. You don't like devotees crying. Well, I do. They're giving me the highest pleasure. You're an outsider, man. Did that. Oh, matter of fact, let me rip up your Bhagavatam. That's how I don't want you to teach it. Yeah, I'm telling you what the Lord did. Okay? If you don't have a person telling you this, how are you going to know it? You think any of those persons I mentioned could ever tell you anything? No, they're caught up in the obstacles. They did exactly that to this guy here, this fool here. They stole. Narayan Raj stole like a thief, stole 2 of my disciples. That Prabhupada said, these are yours. And that's okay because they were not very good mentality anyway. They were slated it, but still, you got to understand. And Radhanath misled one of them and said, oh, Gaur-Hari is not in the disciplic line. Go away. Go to Narayan Raj. I heard it with my own. I'm right there with the disciple. With my own ears heard this. So do I think they're anything? Oh, they can preach against my preaching, but I can't do anything. Well, I do things, and I do it with the book. Buy the book and show you clearly in the book people who do that stuff are not pleasing Lord Chaitanya. Because Prabhupada came and said, you are my representative of the line. And I'm proving it here by this ecstatic, Krishna's proving it by awakening ecstatic devotion in others from this preaching who believe it, who are sacrificing everything for Vrindavan, sacrificing, believing in Putanas, in Kalya lakes, where you're drinking these lakes of poison, all in the name of Krishna, and all these superficial ceremonial devotees who are into the fluff and the flapping flags there. The everything, so you can taste the nectar that I taste, man. That the Lord tasted. That's the real line, is taste this nectar, man. But you can't taste it when you're poisoned. All you can taste is the nectar, so-called nectar of speculation, man. Speculating, oh, I know so much about Krishna. Boy, I'm Krishna conscious. Ooh, I don't like Guru Hari. No, you think any Narayan Raj devotees like my? No, hey, my lips curl when they hear him. Yeah, ISKCON devotees, most of them, nah. Yeah. Well, hey, man, we're reaching into those sanghas. If there's any intelligent person who really wants to sacrifice everything for Vrindavan, you can come here. Otherwise, that'll you just stay like that, and your lips will curl at my preaching, man. I don't care. Man, I love preaching the truth, man. I love preaching what Lord Chaitanya was and did. That is my only pride and joy, is to preach what actually the Lord taught here. I don't care how unpopular it is. That is my pleasure, man, is to reveal what has never been revealed in 500 years. My happiness. Instead of getting her laughing, I got her crying now. What's going on here?
Because everything you said is so true. It's my own experience also. It just blows my mind. But it's true. It's so true. I don't need a mic. Oh my Krishna. Oh, Krishna. That was such a new experience. Oh, Lord Chaitanya. Krishna.
Where do you hear preaching like this? Huh? Come on, man. This is like, I'm sitting here like, whoa, man, what are you... Boy, it sounds like the epitome of arrogance has reappeared here.
Oh, Lord Chaitanya. It's just so true, because I experienced so much of that. Oh, Krishna. Those who can't believe, don't believe, you are missing Krishna. You're missing why Lord Chaitanya came here.
Yeah. Well, we don't want anybody to miss. That's why we're like this. We gotta get them. I tell you, this is the happiness of real devotees, is the truth. Because that's the only limb in this world, is the truth, and that's the only thing that'll set people free. Jesus taught, and the same thing. In this world, the path is to remember Krishna and remind others of Krishna, but that includes the whole ball of wax. It's not just Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. See, people doing Radhe, 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 and they don't even know Guru Tattva yet. They don't know the basics of how to do that in the right association, so you get the Radhe tears, the devotional tears and all that. You gotta learn the whole scope of devotional service, man. And Guru Tattva is the basic one. And people don't know what is a real Guru. They don't know who Prabhupada is. If they did, they know what I'm preaching here. Because the same Krishna came through there as he's coming through here, man. Is that too off? I know it's not very humble of me to tell you the truth, but it's the truth. I see that. Why should you? What do I want to play games, man? pretend or something. It's the truth. I mean, I analyze myself, what's coming through here. I look, hey man, is this by the book or not? If not, I'll throw myself off the seat, man. Throw my fat ass off the cliff. How dare I preach like this? And take devotee. I mean, I would be a fucking hypocrite, man, to take disciples and all that and mislead them into the darkness. Man, I ain't like that. If I didn't really believe, not only believe, I was convinced that I can take them back home to Godhead, I wouldn't be doing this job. I seems to be a convinced Prabhupada. He says, hey man, you do what I want you to do. You do more of that, you have my authority. Okay? Krishna also, hey man, anybody believes I know you're going to be tough to handle, man. Very tough to believe. And, but whoever does, they're going to get the prize. Me. You're going to force them to let go of everything if they want me. All your cherished speculations. Well, I guess this was worth staying up for. I gotta admit, man. You guys are very intelligent. Yeah. This is all because I got enough sleep last night.